bit on some bullshit. Kanye, and that's another thing. These black artists that's on this dumb shit, we're gonna have to charge them to the game. Now, a lot of black folks don't fuck with Kanye like that. Most of his audience is white. And Kanye's doing all of these rants, and it's time for Kanye to sit his black ass down. You know, and I've talked about Kanye before doing all these stupid ass rants. Kanye did this other rant where he's just going on, and he's low-key talking slick about Beyonce, dry snitching. Yeah, you know, I heard Beyonce wasn't going to perform if she didn't win the MTV Awards for Best Video over me, over my video at Hotline Bling. And you know, yeah, it's all about politics, man. It's that stupid shit. The first nigga you whining, then he's dry snitching. And he's like begging Jay-Z, call me, bro, Jay-Z, you still haven't called me, bro. I mean, nigga, you look pathetic. Sit your ass down, Kanye. The thing with Kanye, people try to blame it on his mother dying and all that. Look, nigga, that was years ago, nigga. You can get your shit right by now, man. Kanye, I hope to let this nigga listen to this. Stop using your audience as your therapist. You need a fucking therapist, dude. Go to a therapist and do all that rant. People ain't paying 40, 50, 60 bucks to hear you have nervous breakdowns on stage, man. You're disrespecting your audience. The shit looks real corny. It was corny months ago when you were doing it. It's real fucking lame now. And nobody's around him telling him what the game is. He ain't got no real G niggas around him. Jay-Z ain't fucking with you. You know why he's begging Jay-Z? Jay-Z ain't fucking with him. And Dame Dash is my dude. I wonder if Dame has tried to holler at him. Yeah, I know you got killers, Jay. Don't send your killers after me. Now, what the fuck are you talking about, nigga? With the dry snitching. Now you want some dry snitching shit. You talking too much, dude. Sit down. The thing is, you know what it is with Kanye. See, Kanye he does these concerts, does a half-ass performance, you know, does one or two songs and he bounce. You know what that's really about? That nigga's trying to be a Kardashian. Kanye is trying to be a Kardashian. See, this nigga has a wife. His wife, he doesn't really have any type of talent, and that's not a diss. She doesn't have a talent. She's a very beautiful lady. Kim Kardashian is a beautiful lady. Lovely lady, nice lady. But she doesn't really have any talent. But the thing is, Kim Kardashian, even with no talent, can just show up, stand there, and get a check bigger than Kanye. And you know what? Deep down, that fucks with Kanye. Let's get deep into some play. Let's bring some of the Mac lessons into it. You know how that fucks with a dude? Kanye is a musical genius. I'll give it to Kanye. Kanye is a musical genius. But the thing is, Kanye has to work for his money. Kanye has to actually work for his damn money and be a genius and put out hot shit and be creative, where his woman can just show up, be white, and get $1 million check somewhere and go home. His wife can go somewhere and do a walkthrough, hi, and then walk off and get a $4 million check in a Bentley. So, a dude who's already insecure, that fucks with them. Not only does it fuck with them on a man level, but it fucks with them on a racial level where your white wife don't have to do shit and she can go and clock 3 or 4 times as much as you in 15, 20 minutes, and you got to do a whole 2-hour concert to get a fraction of that. That fucks with a dude like Kanye. That fucks with a dude like that. That fucks with a dude like that. Let's just keep it real. That messes with him. So he's like, I can just go out here and just do some bullshit and get a check. No, nigga, you about to fuck your career up. See, that's what he's trying. He's trying to be a Kardashian. He's trying to go out here, say some stupid shit for 10, 15 minutes and bounce and then get a couple of $100,000. No. Your black ass needs to do some songs. It don't work like that for you, fam. You got to get out there and perform. You dig? And I don't know what's going on in that Kardashian household. When I don't know, niggas get around them and just lose their fucking mind. Kanye gets around them Kardashian women and he's on stage sounding coked out. Lamar Odom, he was around them. You found this nigga OD'd in a damn hoe house. What the hell is going on in the Kardashian household? Good Lord.
Allô, allô, le coq de l'école, allô, allô, le coq de l'école, allô, allô.
What up, Milwaukee? What up to the rest of the United States? This is your boy Track Lacer, and I want to give kind of a reaction to what's going on with Kanye West. Now, some of y'all only know me as a rap artist. Some of y'all just know me as somebody that likes to react to the DC and Marvel movies when they come out. Some of y'all only know me as somebody who likes battle rap. And a lot of my subscribers only know me because they know I'm crazy about football and basketball. So it's kind of well-rounded. But in terms of what I do for a living, or what I've done for most of the past 10 years, is I work with at-risk kids, and I work with adults and kids who have mental delays, what we call special needs. So when you're working with at-risk kids, or what's known as bad kids, that's called behavioral health. And then when you work with people who have delays or special needs, that's mental health. So I say that to say I don't really take anything that's going on with Kanye lightly. So, for instance, even though Tariq Nasheed that you heard in the intro, you know, Tariq, that's just his personality. He'll clown you a little bit. But if you noticed, he made a very valid point. He told Kanye, stop using your audience as your therapist. They're not paying between $400 maximum to $100 minimum to come see your show for you to, just be ranting, talking about your personal problems. But what happens when somebody's in a space mentally where they messed up, they don't care about how much money you pay. They just want to get what's going on with them off their chest. And I say, Kanye's in a real bad place, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when you start saying, Jay, please don't send your killers at me. I know you got killers. DJ KHALED, I know you got killers in Miami. Please don't send your killers at me. I mean, now Khaled and Jay-Z is in a position where they have to deny that and say Kanye is crazy. Because the thing is, if he's not crazy, then it's like, okay, so what you doing with killers? You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, in some ways he did snitch. But did he snitch because he's scared? You know what I'm saying? Is he scared that because I spoke my mind, somebody might actually come in my head? You know, Tariq Nasheed also brought up a real good point. He didn't come right out and say this, But I think that the black man's just outright, I won't say the word obsession, but I would just say it seems like the necessity. I mean, listen, the man said it in his own words. He said, and he gonna keep grinding and grinding and grinding, but you stay right, girl. And when he get on, he leave you for a white girl. He said that on Gold Digger back in 2002. No, 2006. My apologies. On his second album. But on his first album, on the song, oh my God, the song with Jay-Z and the Poet on it. The name of the song is escaping me right now. It was my favorite song on that first Kanye album, The College Dropout. But he said, and I promise you, Mr. Rainey, I'm going to marry your daughter, and you send clouds from heaven when you see my car get balled up. So he was talking about, his black girlfriend at the time. Shit, Delta, so she been throwing that destiny sign. He was shouting her out on the song Through the Wire. So Kanye has always been this transparent type of dude. He probably just had a pretty, just nice, regular, professional sister from Chicago who happened to be a Delta. But you throw that away for a stripper. A stripper from Philadelphia with a bald head who don't even like to claim that she's black. And then she leave you and move on to the next rapper, to the next basketball player, to the next rapper. That's what she do. And now she done finessed it all the way up to her own TV show. So I guess you can't go backwards. So then you get the white girl who got a lot of money and power behind her. And I say that to say that Kanye is to the point where he just needs some real people behind him. Some regular people. You know what I'm saying? We already saw what happened with Lamar Odom. Tariq Nasheed brought this out. When he was in a bad place and he needed some real people, and the only influences you have is some white women who want to put everything that's going on with you on TV, you might end up in a whole house on the outskirts of Nevada, almost overdosing and dying. So similarly, with Kanye going through this, he needs some real people, but Jay ain't real no more. Beyonce ain't real no more. Then he go home, his wife ain't real no more. And like Tyreek said, not only is his wife not real, but his wife don't even got no talent. And she can show up to the Lenox Mall in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, for 15 minutes and smile and wave, endorse some stupid product, and probably get a meal ticket. She probably get a meal ticket to go up to the Lenox for 15 or 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And you stuck with getting your $100,000 a show, which obviously ain't no money to sniff at. But once again, Tyreek was right in everything he was saying. You got to work 2 hours to get that $100,000 per show. You know? But when he started getting into we love Drake, but he's talking about the machine that's in place. You know, he basically admitted that he knows for a fact that KHALED is paying the radio to play certain songs, and Kanye isn't getting that same treatment that he used to get when Rockefeller used to pay to get their songs played. You know? And he's hurt because he said, I sacrificed everything to say this establishment isn't right. Beyonce should have won that award. But the problem, homie, is Beyonce didn't ask you to do that. You know, if anything, you probably made a halfway enemy out of Beyonce because you embarrassed her. You know, you going up there and interrupting Taylor Swift since you was cool with them then might have been an indirect admission that Beyonce knew that she was supposed to win, but knew that she wasn't going to win. And now by you going up there doing that, you basically are speaking on Beyonce's behalf, you know, whether she wanted you to or not. And so you hurt because you say she said she was gonna show up unless she won video of the year, even over my video. See, man, your ego essentially is at the center of everything, man. It's like your ego's still out of control. I still want you to get help, and I sincerely hope that Kanye gets help, but his ego is like bigger than the inside of this vehicle, man. He just can't accept, even if he loses, he wants to lose on his terms. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just a mess, man. But the man missed out on a lot of money from this tour getting canceled. He's crying out to Jay-Z in a way. You already see how Jay-Z moved, man. Jay-Z uses certain people. Nas pointed out in the song. Where's Sauce? No, that was Cameron pointed out in the song. Well, Nas did too. But where's Jazzo? Where's Sauce Money? You know what I'm saying? Who else was Jay-Z buddy with? Big Daddy Kane. It never seemed like he ever really returned a favor to Big Daddy Kane for kind of putting him in. Where's Dame Dash at? Where's Memphis Bleak at? Where's Beanie Siegel at? You know, we can keep going on. When Jay-Z ain't messing with you no more, you know, he just move on. You know what I'm saying? And where's Timbaland at right now? Supposedly he into it with Timbaland. So I just say this, Kanye, man. Hood movies, if you a hood dude, kind of form the foundation of a lot of the ways that we think. And in the movie Boys in the Hood, Furious Styles, a.k.a. Lawrence Fishburne, told Trey, a.k.a. Cuba Gooding Jr., something that I live by and something that has helped me get through my life on this planet. He told Trey, never respect somebody more than they respect you. You know? And in this situation, Kanye needs to apply that. You respect Beyonce and you respect Jay-Z way more than they respect you. And once you know that you're not going to get that respect, it's time to move on. And you respect Mark Zuckerberg way more than he respects you. And you respect all these white gay fashion designers way more than they respect you. And trust me when I say you respect Donald Trump way more than he respects you. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got. This is your boy Track Lacer. If you look down there, you're going to see a little red button that says subscribe. Make sure you hit it for me. Kanye West, blessings to you, but I knew you was crazy when you did Punk'd, when you didn't know you was on Punk'd, and they was trying to act like they was trying to take something from you, arrest you, and you started doing the Jesus Walks dance and screaming, no, no, like a little kid. We out of here, man.